So I want to start by saying thank you for all the congratulatory messages and comments that you guys have given me. I'm so happy that y'all were able to be behind the scenes with me as I get back into my project manager bag. Now, with that said, in the spirit of transparency, I did not accept this offer. I just showed y'all the offer so we can close the loop of like, hey, here's my advice and here's the results of my advice. But I did not accept that offer. And the short of it all, money. The money wasn't right. But to break it down for you guys so you guys can know like the mindset and the thought process that I had as to why the money didn't work. So when I read this job listing, I was hella confused at the salary that they were trying to offer because that was pretty low for this role, right? And I know that I'm a little more senior, but I'm cool with not being in a senior role. But the number nonetheless, like that, especially for the type of work, the amount of work, just off the listing, it did not match. So when I submitted my application, I really was just shooting my shot because when in the application, when they ask you how much, what's your desired rate or what's your range, mine was significantly higher. When I mean significantly higher than what was listed. So I shot the shot and I'm like, it is what it is. To my surprise, I get a call from HR. HR does the screening. And then of course the screening question of like, what is your salary range? And my minimum was significantly higher. When I mean significant, obnoxiously higher than what they listed. And she was like, okay, cool, great. Now, I took that as if they call me back, that means we on the same type of time. That means they have the budget to give me what I'm asking for. But if they don't call me back, then, it is what it is. Like, I'm not, though I want to roll, I'm not just trying to go anywhere because I know me. I know me. This is one of the things that I think people don't realize. Know yourself. I would leave that job in a week. And now you guys have wasted money and time and I just racked up a little check. I don't like that. I don't want to do that. It's annoying. I'd rather take the L and not be involved at all. So when they told me, when she said, yeah, that's cool, I'm like, I bet. Now we get the call for a hiring manager interview that y'all saw and the senior VP interview, which y'all saw. And then, boom, we get an offer. What I didn't see in that screenshot that I blacked out was the numbers. The numbers don't matter. They're none of your business. Everybody's numbers in their life is different. So you should not be pursuing numbers that I pursue or that anybody else pursue because we live different lives. We literally live in different cities, different states, and in different countries. So what I need to live over here may not be what you need to live over there. You get what I'm saying? So make sure you know what your numbers are. But the numbers on that listing was crazy. On that offer letter, when I saw that the number that they wanted to offer me was the same number on that listing, I was like, oh, I already see what type of people y'all is. I see what type of people y'all is. You guys probably have a high turnover rate. I wouldn't be surprised if you have a high turnover rate. I would not be surprised if you have when I tell you I would not be surprised, because why would you offer me that number? You playing in my face. And then the other thing that I had blacked out was all they had to offer me is that salary and 2 weeks vacation. That was it. That was it. And to give them the benefit of the doubt, I'm like, well, can you send me like the rest of the full benefits package? Like, what else do y'all got? Y'all, they sent me a link to put my expected start date, my date of birth, my city and zip code, my state and zip code, to see how much I would have to contribute to my health insurance, life insurance, what is the other one? Disability, short-term disability, what's the other thing? Health savings account. I'm hella confused. And for those that don't know, like, or need a refresher, you have your base salary at your job, but then you also have like the benefits package, which when you add them together, that creates your total compensation. So let's say your job is paying you $50 an hour, right? Or $100K for the year. That's your base salary. There's more money involved in order to add you to the medical group so you can, contribute and have this insurance, the 401k matching, the equity, if there's equity in the role, like all of that there. So then when you look at it as a total, you're like, yeah, you know what? It's worth taking this job, right? On the other side of that, there's like contract roles, independent contract, 1099 roles where there's no benefits like that. And so those roles tend to pay higher because you're responsible for like taking out your taxes and paying the taxes and taking out, the cost to get insured and all that stuff. So y'all wasn't giving nothing that was of true substance to me. And I interviewed y'all. You feel me? Just like they interviewed me, I interviewed them. The amount of work that I would be doing, you guys want me to work like a dog. And y'all wanted to serve me scraps? I'm not eating like Storm. Do y'all know that pit bull Storm that's out on TikTok and Instagram eating borderline filet mignon? Y'all wouldn't give me nothing. Baby, I'm good, love. Enjoy. Like, that's the energy that I have for that role. And so I pretty much let them know I'm not accepting the role and I'm not interested in negotiating. And the reason I said that is because I see what type of organization this is. You guys are going to fight me in 6 months when I ask for a performance evaluation so I can get a pay raise because the money just not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just didn't make sense financially. And just to give you like an example of how grotesquely disrespectful the amount that they're offering, this is a W-2 salaried role, right? Remember I made a video yesterday where I said I was on the phone with an HR exec getting screened for another role. The base salary of that role is 2 times this role. 2 times. So that lets you know that these people have lost their mind. And I've screened for several other roles this week. Me and everybody else on the same type of time money-wise. Same type of time, okay? It doesn't make any sense for me to accept that role because in less than 30 days, I'll be out the door and you guys have wasted your money and resources. And I'm one of those people that like, I care. I care enough to not take the role, to not start and leave y'all hanging. Because by the time y'all show me all the ropes, I'm already gone. Because I'm still going to be interviewing. I'm still looking for the next highest bidder. And you guys are going to eat dust. So why do that? So yeah, I'm happy to report that, your girl's still on the market. And I ain't settling, okay? I don't settle for the type of food that y'all bring me when I order out. I don't settle for the type of friends that I have. I don't settle on the type of trips that I take. I don't settle for the type of dudes that I date. Baby, I'm not settling for the bag that I got to bring home.